something you weak in, study it. Practice it. It's okay to practice. It's okay to study. Enjoy the process of practicing. Bruce Lee was one of the greatest fighters there was in karate and kung fu and boxing. They say he loved to train more than he actually loved to fight. He trained every day. It's hard to beat somebody that trains every day. So again, do it now. Start it now. Fuck up, fail, learn from it, keep going. Learn as you go. That's the best way to learn. Another thing I would say as a person, or to my 25-year-old self, keep a state of urgency. Now, this one's a little tricky because when you're young, you want things fast and you want shortcuts. You want the cheat code. You're impatient for certain things, and that's natural. But I'm not talking about impatience. I'm talking about understanding that if you want something done, you have to give it a certain type of urgency. That's what I would have done better. Instead of taking my time thinking, oh, you know what? Let me just work with this person. Let me just help this person out, and I'll get back to me. I got time. Or, yeah, I want to do this, but I got time. Let me just do this for now, and I'll get to me later because I got time. Because it goes fast, man. It goes really fast. And time is not guaranteed. Later may never come. So you have to set deadlines. You have to treat your goals and your needs with an urgency. And you knock out one project, you move on to the next project. Don't chill. Chill later on. I put on the back burner music I wanted to make, art I wanted to do, stuff I wanted to create. And next thing I know, 1 year went by, 2 years went by, 10 years went by, and I never got to that project. Got distracted. Years passed by. So that's what I mean by a sense of urgency. If you get used to putting it on the back burner, you're gonna always put it off till later. And then it's up in the attic somewhere collecting dust, and you forgot all about that idea. That idea could have been something that could change somebody's life, let alone your life. The key to everything is your focus, man. Your life becomes what you focus on. And it's way harder these days than it was 10, 15, 20 years ago. I mean, we had our two-way pagers. We had our slow-ass internet dial-up. We had our MySpace and Twitter. Can you imagine how much you could get done if social media didn't exist? Just think about that. Or even how much more fulfilling your life would be. So while you're young and you have more expendable time, especially if you don't have kids and you're on your own, a lot of that time is being wasted, going in a loop. Dopamine hits. I say pull back. Pull back. Stop consuming. Start producing more. Create and produce things that you can consume. That's the key thing I want to say to anybody in their 20s. Produce, create more than you consume. It'll be more fulfilling. Trust me. Because scrolling all day gets boring as shit. And you're like, it's all the same stuff. And then you can't sit quiet because you're so used to stimulating your mind all the time. That's that strength muscle. You got to practice learning how to deal with being bored. That's where the great ideas come from. It's okay to be bored. Learn to get comfortable with being bored. So I'm running errands today, and I just wanted to try to chat with y'all while I was on the road. It's another thing that I would say to my 25-year-old self and to anyone in their 20s. It's okay to express yourself. You gotta let people know when something's up. You gotta let people know that you off your pivot. And you gotta be able to accept that from your loved ones when they tell you. Keep the people who really love you around, or stay in contact with them. Yeah, I know they make you uncomfortable. You don't want to hear what your mom got to say about this, or your brother got to say about this, or your sister, your grandmother, your uncle. It's uncomfortable, but they mean the best for you. My mom told me a lot of things over the years that I just wasn't ready to accept. Same thing with my brother. But they were right. And had I had them more active in my life, I could have avoided a lot of pain, a lot of struggle, and did a little more self-assessment. So if you got family that irritates the hell out of you because they want to see you do better, speak to them. Stay in contact with them. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Because when you're too comfortable, you're failing. You're getting soft. You're not growing. They help you work on yourself. I didn't lose anything in life until I fell off of my pivot, until I stopped focusing on doing the best I could for myself, my mind, my body, my energy. Not in a, oh, fuck everybody type of energy, but like, yo, I gotta read this book. I gotta learn this thing. I gotta go to the gym. I gotta stop eating this bullshit. That's what I'm talking about. Stay on your pivot. Stay on putting you first. Can people see that and people are inspired by that? And when you have a lot of people looking up to you and looking to you as that guidance and that light, and your light goes out, it's a scary thing to them. And some people try to remind you, but most people will just run. Another thing is, every day you can do something towards your goal. Because a lot of times we think we need to do some big event or take on a huge task for something to make a difference. And it's really those small things that we do on a regular basis that end up being big things or big changes. So do something every day. If you don't feel creative, take some time to organize things. Take some time to read, absorb, just enjoy. All that helps. It's not all about grinding, and trying to do so much, forcing things to move forward, or you feel like there's a lot of work ahead of you and you feel overwhelmed and you don't start. You just put it on the side because you think, oh man, I don't have time to get all of this done. Do a little bit every day. You'll be amazed at the results when you stay consistent. Those are the key things they tell you. Consistency. It's the secret. It's not at all fun. It can be monotonous. It could be boring. But you gotta stay consistent, even when you don't feel like it. Especially when you don't feel like it. Gotta learn to fight that feeling. Man, that feeling was you just don't feel like doing it. You just don't feel like, man, not today. That's when you should especially do it. Because then after a while, you know that's just a passing feeling. And you're gonna get past it. Because it's not always gonna be days when you're just 100% like, yes, I'm ready to do it. Whether it's exercise, whether it's training, whether it's walking, whether it's cooking, whatever it is in life. Even if you love it, some days you're not gonna feel like doing it. But you gotta do it anyway. But you don't have to bombard yourself. You don't have to overdo it. Do a little every day. Let it add up. It's better than doing a lot one day and then disappearing for 2 weeks. Not showing up. Do a little bit every day. Compound interest, as they say. Over time, it's going to be worth more than doing a whole lot less often. So as I said, once again, thank everybody for following, liking, subscribing. Appreciate the comments. I'm happy to hear from y'all. And yeah, I know there was a comment from a friend of mine who said, yo, you sound like you just saying a lot of quotes and you're not talking from your heart. Talk from your chest. I was expecting to hear some real shit. That's all I ever do. But I'm still getting comfortable on how much I want to say and how much I don't want to say on YouTube for free. Fuck you want for free, huh? This is for free. Fuck you want for free. Nah, but anyway, I do have a Patreon. I'll probably get a little more deeper on the Patreon, and especially like with music stuff. You know, can't do a lot of music on YouTube because of copyright reasons and clearances and stuff. So you can check out my Patreon as well. You can join for free. Just put your email in. I have a lot of stuff on there for free as well. So the paid tier, I'll do a little more exclusive stuff to come. And yeah, that's what it is. Appreciate y'all once again. Until the next time, one.